Founding father one-termer, Democrat or Republican, almost every president shared something in common. They drank. In his new book, Mint Juleps with Teddy Roosevelt, The Complete History of Presidential Drinking, Renuri, journalist Mark Will Weber, tells the history of presidency through booze. Here, he tells the Post what the favorite tipple was for every chief executive. George Washington. Washington sold whiskey, made near Mount Vernon, but he probably rarely, if ever, drank it. The formula was about 60% rye, 3% corn, and a very meager amount of malted barley. As for his favorite drink, he loved dark porter, laced with molasses, that was made in Philadelphia. John Adams. Adams loved alcohol, starting almost every morning with a hard cider. Then porter beer, rum and copious amounts of Madeira. Thomas Jefferson. Jefferson's huge wine purchases helped bring him to the brink of financial ruin. James Madison. Champagne may have been among his favorites, but he once advised guests that it was the most delightful wine when drank in moderation, but that more than a few glasses always produced a headache the next day. James Monroe. A small scandal occurred during Monroe's stint in the executive mansion, when 1,200 bottles of Burgundy and champagne from France were charged to an account that Congress had earmarked for furniture. John Quincy Adams. There are some claims that JQA once conducted a blind taste test of 14 different kinds of Madeira, and correctly identified 11 of them. Andrew Jackson. When he wasn't fighting Indians or the British, the hero of New Orleans made and sold whiskey. He offered and drank whiskey as a matter of social routine when guests visited him. Martin Van Buren. Drank so much whiskey that it earned him a nickname, Blue Whiskey Van. He also enjoyed something called Schiedam, a gin-like Dutch specialty unique to New York's Hudson River Valley. William Henry Harrison. Tip rode to the White House on the strength of the Long Cabin and Hard Cider campaign in 1840. John Tyler. In a letter to his daughter, Tyler recorded a dinner visit to President and Mrs. Madison, noting, "They have good drink ... champagne ... of which you know I am very fond." James K. Polk. Polk drank very modest amounts of wine, champagne, and brandy. Zachary Taylor. During the Mexican War, a political aide reportedly visited to inform Taylor that the Whig Party wished to nominate him for president. Taylor allegedly replied, "Stop your nonsense and drink your whiskey." Millard Fillmore. Fillmore rarely drank wine or served it to others. However, this lightweight once admitted sampling enough old Madeira that he was slightly fuddled. Franklin Pierce. Pierce drank a lot of everything and died of cirrhosis of the liver at age 65. When Democrats failed to support him for re-election in 1856, he allegedly said, "What can an ex-president of the United States do except get drunk?" James Buchanan. A friend of his once wrote, "The Madeira and sherry that he has consumed would fill more than one old cellar." Abraham Lincoln. One of our driest presidents, he rarely if ever drank. Andrew Johnson. Lincoln and other political big shots were appalled when Johnson showed up loaded and slurring his words for his vice presidential inauguration in 1865. He had tried to treat a cold with whiskey. Unfortunately, I did not have enough time to tell you about the rest of the presidents. If you are interested, write in the comments and I will release another video continuation. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel and put a varnish under the video.